Hello students, today we will start a new chapter in geography which is Major Landforms of the Earth, chapter number 6, and the page number is 140 to 144. Okay, so let us first understand what are landforms. Landforms are natural physical features found on the surface of the earth. They are created as a result of various forces of nature such as wind, water, ice and the movement of tectonic plates. Okay, so what are landforms? Landforms are natural physical features which are formed because of the various factors, various forces such as air, water and movement of tectonic plates and ice. Okay, so some of these landforms are formed within few hours, while some of the landforms are formed over millions of years. For example, it took 6 million years for Colorado River to carve out the Grand Canyon in US state of Arizona. In the US state of Arizona, there is Grand Canyon which was carved out by the river Colorado, and it took 6 million years for the river to carve out the Grand Canyon. Now, mountains, hills, plateaus and plains are four major types of landforms. What are the four major types of landforms? Mountains, hills, plateaus and plains. Mountains, hills, plateaus and plains are four major types of landforms. Okay? And the minor landforms include woods, canyons, valleys and basins. So there are some minor landforms as well apart from these major landforms. And what are those minor landforms? Those are birds, canyons, valleys and basins. But in this chapter we will basically discuss the major landforms such as plateau, mountains, plains, etc. Right? The landforms which exist on the earth can exist under water in the form of a mountain, and it can also exist as basins under the sea. So the landforms that we see around in the environment, they can exist as mountains in the sea. They can also exist as basins under the sea. Okay. Mariana Trench is the deepest landform on earth. It is in South Pacific Ocean. In the South Pacific Ocean, there is Mariana Trench. Mariana Trench. Where it is? It is in South Pacific Ocean, and it is the deepest landform on earth. It is the deepest landform on earth. What is the deepest landform on earth? Mariana Trench, and it is in South Pacific Ocean. Okay, so first let me write down the main points. What are landforms? Landforms are natural, physical features. Landforms are natural, physical features found on the surface of the earth, found on the surface of the earth, created as a result of various forces such as wind, air, ice and tectonic we will discuss about the word tectonic further in the chapter. Tectonic movement. So now let us just understand that these are the forces: wind, air, ice and tectonic movement, which form various natural physical features, and these natural physical features are found on the surface of the earth. These forces create natural physical features, and these physical features are found on the surface of the earth, and they are called landforms. The major landforms are mountains, hills, plateaus, and plains. These are the four major type of landforms. Okay, what are these? Mountains, hills, plateaus, and plains. Moving on to the next point. There are some minor landforms as well. I will give you a few examples. These are birds, 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 and valleys, canyons, and basins. So these are some of the examples of minor landforms. What are these? Birds, valleys, canyons, and basins. We will discuss about valleys, canyons, and basins further in the chapter. Okay. So that's it for the landforms. Now we will move on to the next topic, which is forces leading to the formation of landforms. Forces leading to the formation of landforms. So there are some of the forces because of which landforms are formed on the earth. So what are these forces because of which landforms are formed on the earth surface? These are of two types. There are two major types of forces that lead to the formation of landforms. So what are these? These are tectonic or internal forces, and the second one is gradual or external forces. The first one is tectonic or internal forces, and the second one is gradation or external forces. Gradation or external forces. Okay? So first let us understand what are tectonic plates. Okay? What are tectonic plates? The outer shell of the earth is made up of several plates. It is made up of several plates like this. For example, this is earth. It is made up of various tectonic plates. There are seven major types of these tectonic plates. There are seven of these tectonic plates on earth, okay? Then this outer shell of the earth is made up of several plates that fit together like puzzle pieces. They fit together like puzzle pieces. And these tectonic plates move and shift. They glide over the mantle of the planet. These tectonic plates keep moving from their place. They are not fixated. These tectonic plates are not fixated. They keep moving from their place like this. They keep moving and shifting from their place like this. And they glide over the mantle of the planet. You know, the earth has different layers. It is not a full complete sphere of ball. It has core, then it has mantle, then it has crust, right? It has core, it has mantle, and then it has crust. So these tectonic plates keep gliding over the mantle. These tectonic plates keep gliding over the mantle. Here are tectonic plates, and this is the earth crust. Okay, so when these tectonic plates move, the earth's crust also Okay, so when these tectonic plates move from their place, what happens that the Earth's crust is also affected and it also have some kind of changes on its surface. Okay. So as the tectonic plate collides and drift apart, they create mountains, volcanoes, etc. through the folds and faults that occur in the rocky layer of the Earth's surface. So as these tectonic plates collide with each other, what is the meaning of the word collide? Collide means in Hindi you can say bhidna. Okay, it creates mountains. When they collide with each other, they become mountains. Okay, they rise up in the Earth's crust. And these plates also drift apart. Like these are two tectonic plates, they also drift apart. What is a fold and a fault? See page number 142. On page number 142, see figure number 6.3. There is the formation of fold mountains. You can see that how the Earth's crust has been folded like this. The Earth's crust or the surface was like this, the land was like this, and when the tectonic plates moved, they collided with each other. What happened? That they formed a mountain like this. This surface became like this. It folded into a structure like this, which was called mountain. Okay, and when they also collide, they also form volcanoes. You have also seen volcanoes, right? They erupt from this top opening. Okay, so when the tectonic plates collide with each other, they form mountains and they also form volcanoes. And when these tectonic plates drift apart, what happens? That they form valleys. These tectonic plates form valleys. For example, this is a tectonic plate. This is a tectonic plate and this is another tectonic plate. Right? So when these are two tectonic plates, if they move apart, what happens? That there are created mountains as well as valleys. There are created valleys. What are valleys? Valleys have greenery and vegetation beside the mountains that are formed, right? When these two tectonic plates move, what happens? That through the gap there are formed different valleys, and these valleys start growing vegetation or greenery, okay? And people start living in the valleys. So this was how the forces lead to the formation of landforms. A tectonic plate is also known as lithosphere plate. It is also known as the lithosphere plate. Okay? Tectonic plate is also known by another name, which is lithosphere plate. And it is a massive irregular shaped slab of solid rock. It is a massive irregular shaped slab of solid rock. Okay? It is generally composed of both continental and oceanic lithosphere. What is the meaning? That it is generally composed of continental oceanic lithosphere. What is the meaning of that? A tectonic plate, like this is a tectonic plate, it doesn't mean that it will only have land on its surface, right? This tectonic plate exists below the Earth's crust, and above the Earth's crust, it is not necessary that it only has land on its surface. It can also have any kind of water body. It can also have any kind of water body. Like this is one tectonic plate. This one tectonic plate can have both land and water body. It can have both land and water body. And this land can be called as a continent. You know, a continent has a number of countries. A continent has a number of countries. The water bodies can be oceans, seas, rivers, lakes, etc. So basically what I am trying to say is that that a tectonic plate is not just a piece of land, it is rather a massive slab of solid rock. It is a massive slab of solid rock below the earth's crust. It is below the earth's crust, and above the earth's crust there can be anything. There can be a water body, there can also be a landform, there can also be a land and a continent. Okay, let me write down some of the important points. The first one is landforms are created by two types of forces. What are these two forces? First one is tectonic movement or tectonic or internal forces, and the second one is gradation. Gradation force. Tectonic internal force we have discussed. It is the movement of tectonic plates below the earth's crust on the mantle, and the gradation forces are like water, air, ice, etc. Right? So let us discuss more about these two forces. A tectonic or internal force originates from within the earth. It originates from within the earth, and they create irregularities. They create irregularities and upliftment or subsidence. Upliftment means that the piece of land can be raised up on the earth's crust to form mountains, and it can also sink. It can also sink on the earth's surface. It sinks below the earth's surface. What happens? Valleys are formed. Two pieces of land move apart. What happens? That a valley is formed in between them. And these forces may be continent building. When those tectonic plates move, what happens? That different types of continents are formed. Okay? Like if two tectonic plates move apart, what happens? Different types of continents are formed. This is also another continent. And these continents can have a number of countries. These continents can have a number of countries. Like this is some continent, it has India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, China, right? And this continent may have other countries like Japan, Nepal, or Russia, right? So when the tectonic plates move, what happens? That different continents are formed, and these continents can have a number of countries. Okay, so this is the meaning of continent building. The gradation forces include the action of running water, ice, glacier, wind, waves, etc. on the landform created by internal forces. So what happens? First, different type of landforms are formed because of the internal forces of the earth. What are the internal forces? These are the tectonic movement. These are tectonic movement of the plates. Okay. So because of those movement of the tectonic plates, what happens? Different kind of landforms are formed on the earth's surface, and then there are some of the forces like water, air, ice, etc., waves, etc. These forces reshape those landforms. These forces reshape those landforms. Okay, like if a mountain was formed like this, it was quite steep at the start, but because of the effect, the frictional effect of, erosional effect of the wind, what happens? That it cuts some of the land. Okay, it removes some of the soil from the mountain and it reshapes the mountain. Like it was very steep at the start, then it becomes somewhat rounded from the edges and from the top. So that's what happened when different action of forces like running water, ice, glacier, wind, waves, etc. take place. Okay, these landforms which were already formed on Earth's surface start to be reshaped. Okay, these landforms which are already formed on the Earth's surface start to be reshaped. So when it wears away the surface of land, when it wears away the surface of land, what happens? It is called erosion. It is called erosion. So if a mountain has some of its part removed, right, because of the effect of wind, water, running water, right? So if because of these forces, some of the part of the mountain has been removed with these running water and ice, etc., glacier, etc., wind, etc., it is called as erosion. And when these forces rebuild Earth's surface, and when this removed part of the mountain in the form of dust particles and in the form of soil, etc., when this flows down the mountains or when this is blown away by the wind and it deposits at some other place, this is the process which is called deposition. Deposition is the process where the dust particles, the soil, etc., is either washed off by the running water or either it is blown away. It is blown away by wind and it is deposited somewhere else. And wherever it is deposited, different types of other landforms are formed. When it rebuilds the Earth's surface, when these rebuild the Earth's surface somewhere else, it is called deposition. I hope the definition is clear to you. Erosion and deposition. Okay, so let me write down the important point. The outer shell of Earth's surface is made up of crust, below these there are massive irregular shape slab of solid rock. Also known as lithosphere plate. Lithosphere. So the outer shell of Earth's surface is made up of crust. Below these, there are massive irregular shaped slab of solid rock, and it is called a tectonic plate, also known as lithosphere plate. Tectonic plate or lithosphere plate. These collide and drift apart. Drift apart means that they move away from each other. Okay, they collide and drift apart to create mountains, volcanoes, valleys, etc. These collide and drift apart to create mountains, volcanoes, valleys, etc. The next important point is 4 agents of gradation are rivers, wind, sea water and glacier. 4 forces of gradation are river, wind and glacier. So these four forces of gradation, or these four agents of gradation are river, sea water, wind and glacier. River, sea water, wind and glacier. These are the four forces of or agents of gradation.